right here now. I gotta see what the world this is. All right, so Squishy sent this to me, so we about to see what this is. It says your rights are for sale for $1 million, LFR family. All right, so let's see what this is about.
Much concern about why our Congress is so unresponsive to the regular needs of American citizens. Why some of these policies that come out are so bizarre, so unfair, so skewered against regular Jane and Joe citizens. The reason is simple. Special interest groups run Washington. And I don't mean that metaphorically, I mean literally. Now, here is how it happens. In the House of Representatives, I'll use that as an example because that's where I work. If you want to be chairman of a major committee, you have to purchase it.
What?
And the purchase price for a major committee, say like Ways and Means, minimum bid is $1 million. Now I'm talking literally here. I'm not talking metaphorically, okay?
Wait a minute. Is this brother telling the truth? Wait, hold on. And why did they shoot it from such a ridiculous angle? Huh? Now the people gonna be mad at me like I didn't went out and found this daggone crazy angle. Squishy, how come they shot it from this angle? So you can purchase power for $1 million. So that's why they always raising money. Okay, I'm following.
We have committees broken down by A group, B group, and C group. C are the cheapest, B are the most expensive, are middling, A is the most expensive. It's the most expensive because those are the committees that the special interest groups care the most about. So where does a congressman come up with $1 million to be chairman of one of these A committees?
He get it from people in the cities he represents, and he pretty much sell them their dreams. So if they want something done, wow, this is so corrupt. So if they want something done, they can pay for it. And you got to do it. That's why Trump said a lot of these people who are in office got so many people in their pockets. Like they are beholding to so many people. This is nuts, man. If I'm wrong, please feel free to correct me.
You can't get it from Joe and Jane Citizen because Joe and Jane Citizen back home, they're not going to be contributing that kind of money. They don't have it. They need that money for their own families, okay? So let me finish. And so you have to get it from the special interest groups.
Hey, enjoy your music. Have a good music session, Tommy Gravett. Have a good music session, man. And good job.
And with the special interest groups, there is a quid pro quo. If you don't do what they tell you to do, they won't give you the money that finances your chairmanship. I had one guy who ran for chairman of the NRCC, which is where the Republicans pay their money for these committee assignments and chairmanships, just as the Democrats pay theirs to the DCCC. And this guy who wanted to be chair of the NRCC actually had a brochure. And that brochure had price listings written on it. And his argument for getting elected was, elect me, I will charge you less.
Wow, bruh, this is crazy. So the people with the money always run stuff, man. But then there's people out there who will still say money ain't everything. Money ain't everything. This is what you can do with money. You can run stuff when you got money. And my question is this. How come this brother is giving up all this information? Congressman Mo Brooks, whose pockets are you in? I have to ask that because you're giving out this information very freely, and that right there is how you build trust. I know that's how you do it. You build trust by giving out real information from a real place. But how did you get your position? Or are you saying that on your level you didn't have to purchase your power? See, sometimes I don't always judge the message. Sometimes I judge the dog carrying the bone, but I'm not going to do that right now. I'm giving him his opportunity.
Now you understand how the public policy debate is corrupted when, to be in a position of power, you have to do what the special interest groups require, which undermines the public policy debate. The money now is triumphant. And I'll give you a second example. So it's not Mo Brooks talking, but there's real evidence to back this up.
He says, so this is not Mo Brooks talking. This is evidence to back this up. Now, this is what I want.
Congressman Thomas Massey, who, by the way, endorsed me yesterday afternoon. I should add that Rand Paul has also endorsed me from Kentucky. He had a lobbyist come up to him, and the lobbyist said, look, I will pay your $500,000 to be on Ways and Means if you will sponsor this patent bill.
Wow, get out of here. So sponsorships work just like a commercial. Oh my God, bruh. Get out of here. Sponsorships work just like a daggone commercial.
Thomas is brilliant. He has patents, MIT grad. And Thomas said, okay, I'll look at it. And he looked at it and he said, no, this hurts the small and good. The people with the power and the money are going to use that power and money to steal the patent rights from the person who actually had the idea, who should be reaping the rewards of that idea. And so Thomas went back to the lobby and said, nope, I'm not going to do it. The lobby said, okay, I'm not going to pay that $500,000. Thomas Massey got that published on the front page of USA Today, that story. And I saw it and I'm going, finally, somebody else in the House of Representatives who is honorable, who is ethical, and sees the corruption associated with this process. And I went to Thomas and said, thank you for doing that. And Thomas responded, well, I made one big mistake. And I thought, it looked good to me. He said, well, I talked about it in terms of buying committee assignments, when really it's a rental agreement. You have to pay it every 2 years. Now, the national media knows.
So the committee assignments, you have to, he said you have to go every 2 years in order to get that done. Said, well, I talked about it in terms of buying committee assignments when really is a rental agreement, because you have to pay every 2 years. Holy crap, bruh. So in order for it to go to the floor to even be voted for or not. So now that somebody paid you the $500,000 to get something to the floor, do you only get that if it goes through? So now you're fighting not to get something, not to get something that's worthwhile to go through that can potentially help the nation. You're getting something to go through so that you can fatten your pockets. Because if I win this, then I get $500,000. This is just like being a lawyer. The more cases you win, the more you paid. You end up becoming partner because you're so good. Your track record is amazing. So you go to the floor and you just yell at each other and you debate and you make sure that you dress up in a suit every single day, because do you know how much money I will be missing if I don't go hard in the paint for this? Wow. Wow. Sheesh.
When really it's a rental agreement, you have to pay it every 2 years. Now, the national media knows about this. Both political parties do it, so neither party rises to the occasion and makes this a major public policy issue.
Exactly. Each party does it. So that's why I keep on saying I want to pick a side. Bruh, check this out. And I think I've already picked a side. But at the end of the day, to be honest with you, I always say that I do not trust politicians, because there was something that I didn't know that just did not feel right. And this right here sound like one of them things that I didn't know that didn't feel right. This is one of them. What I just now said probably made absolutely no sense, but guess what? I don't take it back.
That would increase exposure about what's getting done. But if you want to know why our government is not properly facing the challenges that are in front of the United States of America, that more than anything else is the reason.
Wow, Squishy. You dropped the tough one, my brother. You dropped the tough one right there. That right there was a little mean. Sheesh. Goodness gracious. Let me take this back.
Sure that y'all are.
Let me take this back. So your rights are for sale for $1 million. $1 million. And you can get whatever you want. No, you can't. You still got to take it to the floor and it got to get voted for and all this other stuff. So you got to be the biggest. You got to be a salesman. These people are salesmen, like the biggest salesmen in the world, man. Wow. That makes sense. It makes sense. You got to sell. You got to get people's stuff across the finish line. What y'all thought about that one? Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments below. And make sure you go to Blue Monster Prep before you hit that dough, guys. All right. I told y'all already, you can get some good stuff from there. All right. Look, just go. Y'all will enjoy it, man. Trust me. And put in LFR as the code so you get free shipping all across America. Love y'all. Peace.